lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Всем привет, дамы и господа. В общем, Kingdom Come. Deliverance. В общем, вышла новая игрушка. Но она как новая, она уже давненько была в там, альфах, бетах, вся вот это вот нечестивые силы. Ну и чисто думаю, дай зайду, попробую поснимать, может быть получится. Если нет, то тогда сам пройду, а там посмотрим. Все, говорит, классная, топовая. Надеюсь, вот этого вот не будет. Там потом вроде бы все я включил достаточно в этой самой, где все высокое, не очень похоже. Ну там глянем. В общем, ни разу ее не запускал, не знаю, как будет работать, лагать, не лагать, посмотрим. Говорят, все она кушает много. Ну, глянем. Когда я сюда заходил, очень долгая загрузка была. Начало 15 века было смутным временем в Священной Римской империи, еще недавно процветавшей при императоре Карле IV. Теперь же что-то там. Ладно, в общем, сами я не успеваю. Столица. Я сам себя не слышу. Очень многие, кстати, жалуются на то, что вот это вот все интро, оно очень долгое. Но, в принципе, да, с одной стороны, то, что тебе как бы это самое начало затягивают, конечно, не очень прикольно. Но, с другой стороны, это как бы презентация получается. В принципе, они добились каких-то успехов с альфа или бета, да, и показывают, что типа вот у них там живой мир, большой, там все работают, все что-то делают.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Мы за него, да? Батя-кузнец. Мышин-тропай. Или как он там? Нежданные гости. Как будто фильм поглядел, да? Ну, вообще классно. Сейчас будет что-то такое.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Что ты делал вообще прошлой ночью? Когда вы выберете один из двух вариантов в этом диалоге, вы по умолчанию выберете характеристики вашего персонажа. Не переживайте, если они вас не устроят, в дальнейшем вы сможете развивать все характеристики без каких-либо ограничений. Ну, все понятно. Значит, мы болтали в корчме, я танцевал, я был с Бланкой, я работал в кузнице. Давайте, наверное, красноречие будем делать, потому что сила, бег и вот это вот там шаловливые пальчики, мне кажется, это банальненько. Ну, хотя, фиг его знает. Но я люблю вот в Fallout, в Skyrim, да, постоянно. Я ему скажу, что я ему не враг, а потом это... Ну, вы поняли.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world and,
Чего особенного? Мы с приятелями немного посидели в корчме, к нам подсел
Well, I
какой-то...
hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense.
Ладно, хотя я не буду ничего читать,
Well,
просто
I've got a
сидим.
feeling there's something you're not
Новый
telling
уровень,
me.
новый уровень.
And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Так, зачем мне учиться бою на мечах? Матей учил меня стрелять из лука. Я был с Бланкой. Какое-то... Нет. Какое это имеет значение? Мне все равно кажется, что ты что-то не договариваешь. И это как-то связано с царапиной у тебя на руке. И тем подозрительным человеком с мечом, который недавно появился в городе. Ну, красноречие мы долбанули. Вот из лука бы я бы пострелял.
no, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow
В
anyway?
смысле,
Oh,
браконьер?
come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Стелс.
Christ,
Все ради
give me
стелса.
strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Идите к своему отцу. Мои друзья не
Did Matthew
заходили.
and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Так... Ну, мама, ну что ты, ну, отстань.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
В смысле? Все нормально. Дай
Can I
похавать.
get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Я понял. А я все
Can I
на
get something
голоде.
to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Вот это вот мне не нравится. Зачем они оставляют, типа, эти, как бы, если ты их уже сказал, ты вот можешь тупо вот обузить это одно и то же. Типа, ну, не надо это, мне кажется.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
Да, сейчас идем,
know.
что-то.
Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Вообще, блин, это же... Ну ладно.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Все, я понял. Ну, типа, вот зачем? Вот зачем мне заново? Убирали бы их и все. Мне в многих. Ох, что-то сенса какая-то плавающая. Вы передвигаетесь при помощи, также можете бежать, прыгать и ходить. Взаимодействовать с миром можно при помощи Е. Вы можете разговаривать с людьми, выбрать себе вещи и еще куда-то можете. И яблочко. Вот ты его взял. Давай еще я. Это мой завтрак, да? Я надеюсь, что это мой завтрак. Суки, все сожру. Так, ладно. Это тут мой завтрак был, да? Рогалики. А я сесть могу? Сесть. О,
I feel
так
quite
лучше.
hungry.
Я на самом деле голоден, я понял. Так, сумма. Сумма, что за сумма? Ага. Это все, что у меня есть, да? Давай я захаваю рогалик. Съесть. Ага, все, съел. Что у нас тут есть? Значит, окружение, доспехи, пища для заданий и иное. Игрок. Общий бой, там все туда. Лошадь, журнал, кодекс. Ну, кодекс, типа... Ну, это я потом как-нибудь... Если кому там интересно, я сейчас... Все это... Блин, его здесь очень много, если честно. Очень много. Ладно, не будем тут засиживаться. Так, вроде бы я поел. Вот эта тут книжечка. Это уровень, типа. Я что-то могу получить. Игрок, навыки, к примеру, верховая езда. Вот, да, я типа, наверное, что-то могу сделать. Карманная кража, незаметность, пьянство, травничество, чтение. Бой, ведение боя, защита, бой булавой, бой мечом, стрельба из лука, характеристики общие. Так. Нет, наверное, показывает, что я... Давай попробуем бой мечом. Оп. Ну нет, видишь, я не могу. Оно само качается. Так, ладно. Еще сыра возьму с собой и все. И пойдем. Так, подожди, я мог как-то ходить, да? Вот, да. Тут у нас запасы. Ну, запасы пускай тут и будут, в принципе, я думаю. С голоду мы не помрем, так точно. Погнали. Так, только секунду. Я... Параметры... Управление... Чувствительность мышки чуть-чуть побольше. Спасибо. Ну, как-то... Не, чуть поменьше даже. Как-то так. Ну, а все еще своеобразно, такая какая-то плавненькая. Ну, типа, ладно. Допустим. Так, где батя? Батя вон. Был классно. Такой типа. Ты узнал, где точильник. Вау. Ого. С дальностью прорисовки, конечно. Там вот, ну ладно. Хотя вроде все на максимум. Ну ладно, не знаю. Чё? Как твои колени?
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
В смысле я спал? Убеждение. Иногда вам нужна сила убеждения, чтобы достигнуть своих целей. Когда говорите с людьми, часто вы можете выбрать, какое впечатление вы хотите на них произвести. Вы можете просто использовать красноречие, которое, однако, зависит от репутации, закрепившейся за вами на момент разговора. В средние века социальный статус имел первостепенную роль, поэтому качество вашей одежды и насколько хорошо вы выглядите в сочетании с вашей репутацией могут сильно повлиять на то, как люди к вам относятся. Если вы выглядите опасными, люди будут бояться сталкиваться с вами, будут с большей готовностью давать вам рискованные задания. Главным образом на это влияет ваша сила и отпугивающий эффект от вашего оружия и снаряжения. Однако другие вещи, такие как останки крови на вашей одежде, тоже принимаются в расчет. Блин, очень классно. Типа прям опана и реализм. И дальше некуда. Прям можно на улицу выйти и вот прям вот это самое. Упасть и умереть. Иногда вы можете положиться на то, что деньги все скажут за вас. Вам всего лишь придется расстаться с убедительной суммой, и подкуп людей работает так же, как и покупки. В особых случаях вы можете попробовать использование и иных навыков Индра, такие как верховая езда. Типа ты можешь его Типа если ты мне, сука, не скажешь, я тебя привезу, блядь, коню нахуй и поскачем, блядь, в закат. Важна не только манера убеждения, но и само предложение, потому что иногда недостаточно просто выбить ответ согласно вашим наилучшим характеристикам. Вы должны вчитываться в то, что Индра собирается сказать. Так, вы не можете с легкостью утихомирить матерого задиру, и неважно, насколько хорошо вы одеты. Вы не сможете легко произвести впечатление. Ну, бла-бла-бла, короче, все понятно. Либо торгуй, либо говори, либо бей. В принципе, все понятно. Мне нужно было кое-что сделать. Прости, мне нужно было осмотреться. Не смей мной командовать. И файт-то такой поебал ему. На, сука. Ну, я же красноречие вкачал. Мне нужно было кое-что сделать.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help. I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
Yep.
I need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Goodness, that drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it.
Маркетируй, короче, да?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the cross guard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way
Не, ну
home.
это понятно,
I know you'll be
это
going
без
there
этого
anyway
куда?
to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Все.
feel quite
Батя
hungry.
сказал пиздить людей, мы идем пиздить людей. Большинство заданий можно выполнять разными способами. Красноречие поможет вам найти друзей, например, неприметный человек сможет запросто избежать неприятностей. А если вы любите ходить вокруг да около, насилие это насилие. Так, ладно, давай немножечко побыстрее. Блин. Как же все-таки классно. Чувак. Посмотри на меня. Ну, что ты там встал, ну? Ты не хочешь со мной болтать, тварь? Ладно. Так. Вы можете найти сведения о заданиях в журнале. Кроме этого, они также отображаются на карте М и компасе в верхней части экрана. Ну, я вижу, да. Я так понимаю, типа, последовательность есть какая-то, А, Б. Все тут. Ты узнал, где углежок. Это углежок, да? Помощник. Мне сначала надо идти.
I feel quite hungry.
Портной. Подожди. Куда? Какая катсцена? Бакалейщик. Кузница. Я там, по-моему, все узнал уже. Так кузница у нас, алло. Тут у нас какие-то это... Да ты немец шут...
I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit. What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I
Ну,
care
сука,
about
кузницу
the
испугал.
Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Какая музыка еще?
should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds all day.
What do you say, Henry?
Да
But I was
погнали,
going to
все
get ale for my
четко.
father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of
Да,
manure.
да, давай, все, я согласен.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, Are you with us?
Да, это будет интересно, давай. Чё, мне что ответить, нет? Такая еще саунд такой подключили. Блин, классно, я не знаю, прям что-то прет от нее. Все так прикольненько. Да, погнали.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Погнали. Куда идем? Куда идем-то? Туда идем, я понял. Такие. Ой, я не знаю, прям классно так. Новое задание. Чуть мне новых заданий насыпали. Новое задание. Смотри, что прямо налепили.
Hey!
Обсуди с друзьями план нападения. Так, сейчас я...
What the hell are you doing?
Давай, Матуш, поболтаем с тобой. What the hell is he doing?
So are we doing this or not?
Wait! We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Почему я?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Все, я понял.
I feel quite hungry.
Да ну хватит, я только ел. Ты что ли? Слышишь, жена немца. Жена немца, у тебя имя есть? Или ты просто... Жена немца, иди со мной. Такой, ничего. Ничего.
Never mind. Goodbye.
God help your poor parents, boy.
Спасибо.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Да не это самое, не наваливай.
What do you want, lad?
Ничего. Ну ладно.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Давай, беги. Фига тупануло-то. Стоят три стукана, господи. Ну, что вы паритесь-то? Ступай, отомсти немцу.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
Nah.
King and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Но если честно, она же нас запомнила, типа, она ушла. Ничего, когда она...
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
В смысле?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
По лицу прям, ничего себе. Тут меткий пацан.
I'll make you pay for that.
Курва. Ступай, отомсти немцу. Блин, саунд здесь прям классный такой. Так, все, в тему прям. Так, бой, нифига тут, блин. Рубящий, сильный, медленный удар оружием. Хук, сильный, медленный удар кулаком в голову. Колющий, быстрый, слабейший удар оружием. Джеб, прямой удар кулаком в лицо. Хук, сильный, медленный удар кулаком в голову. Пинок на F, получается, да? Что-то оно так съехало. Таб, захватить цель. Левый shift, снять захват. Q, блок. Значит, выберите направление атаки, используя, короче, мышку вверх-вниз и лево-вправо. Ну, это, в принципе, несложно. Вы не можете атаковать со скрытых направлений. Скрытых направлений. Так, выносливость, противник. Это индикатор того, сколько примерно здоровья осталось. Ну, даже вот так вот есть, да, ваши раны, здоровье. Все понятно.
Come on, shit.
Давай! Ой, тихо, тихо, я тебя сейчас. Ну, сука. На, по лицу тебе, твой. На, блядь, да что ж ты живой-то такой? Давай, гаси эту тварь. Готово, 1 минус. Ваш персонаж и его способность определять характеристики. Да готово. Мне кажется, ты должен был упасть. Ой, вот это было больно. Да бей уже, ну. Почему? Да просто готово уже, ну. Убеги от пристава. Я не знаю, мне прям нравится. Он, блядь, за мной, что ли, бежит, да? Да нет, за мной вроде никто не бежит. Бля. Зачем ты за мной здесь бежишь, тварь? Ты же не знаешь меня. Да, это типа стаминка. Стаминка, типа. Ну все, я уже убежал. Так, не так? Убежал уже. Все симпатично, да? Так, ладно.
I need a few things.
Что-то полу.
That's everything.
Some change for you here.
Ну классно, блин, прикольная миссия. Все, убеги от пристава, задача выполнена. Так, ты у нас кто? Встретились с друзьями, ну это потом. Пока подожди. Загрузочки, конечно, довольно долгие. Надо мне, наверное, что-нибудь понизить, потому что все-таки она кушает, наверное, много. Не то чтобы очень сильный. Не очень слабый, но не очень сильный компект.
Greetings.
Поторговать? Нет, подожди. Это разве не ты мне...
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Так кого ты наваливаешь? Ты, блядь, даже четверти не проголодался. Так, ладно, я хочу поглядеть карту. Значит, это у нас купить пиво. Возьмите урок боя. Купите мешок угля. Получите долг, вот. Встретитесь с друзьями и возьмите крестовину в замке. Хорошо. Давай тогда сейчас получим долг и сразу пойдем туда. Это мне куда-то прямо, да? Вот это место долга. Подожди, какой? С. Вроде как С туда. Нет? Нет, вот. Все. Немножечко я не осознаю себя в пространстве. Он вроде бы это, я просто думал, он как тут стоит, типа, я думаю, куда он стоит, так он не смотрит. Может, ты так, но, по-моему, нет. Ну ладно. Тем не менее. Ну, квест реально классный, очень понравилось. Жестко так. Так, дядька, хватит там таскать. Бросай давай. Давай мы с тобой побалакаем.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
В смысле, что мне нужно? Гроши мне дай.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got
В
nothing.
смысле,
Clear
ты
off.
чё? Я тебя, блядь...
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use
Ну
the
все,
axe
тебя
on
хана
you.
твоя. А, о, нормально.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father
Ну, я
teach you any
понял.
manners? No?
К этому
Well, I'll
все и
teach
вело,
you then.
короче. Блядь, я же засеялся, ну.
Missed.
Ох ты, мне прям по лицу. Блядь, он какой-то прям лютый.
You pay. Damn. Kunda.
В смысле, секунд. Нихуя он до меня долетел. Бля, это довольно жестко, конечно. На, прям четкий удар ему в лицо. Блять, и он мне такой же внес. Ой, я тоже так хочу, смотри, что сделал. На, еще его в лицо. Он уворачивается от меня, а? Ты погляди, какой он мансер, а? Дикий. Вот, ты заебал меня ногами пиздить. Ты смотри, что делает, а, сука? Заебал. На, бой без оружия. Ты глянь, что я ему сделал. Я смотрю на его хп, и оно не уходит. Оно вообще не уходит. Бля, он меня сейчас запинает так.
Come on then.
Да ты заебал меня ногами пиздить, понял?
Bloody damn. Herrgott.
Бля. Все, запинал, запинал. Все, блядь, смотри, что делает со мной, а, сука. На. Да иди ты от меня нахуй, блядь. Все, пиздец.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Да он охуел, ты, блядь, погляди, как он пиздит меня, а. Ты просто, блядь, погляди, как он меня пиздит. Причем я его тоже нехило напинал, по идее-то, да? Так. Ну, бля, я же захавал это. Ему тоже надавал немного люлей. Но у него хп вообще не уходило. Тупо не уходило. Пацаны, вот там меня недалеко отпинали, блядь.
Oof. He's gone.
Эх. Говнюки вы. Все.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, What can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Теперь вы помогите мне.
We've sorted out Deutsch. Now I've got someone else to deal with.
Another beating? Count me in.
Kunesh owes money to my father, but he won't pay. I'll have to shake it out of him.
Человек, стою, блядь,
You helped us,
избитый
so we'll
просто,
help you.
сука.
Let's get to it then.
Все, погнали. Сейчас... Он меня отпиздил, я пришел с братвой, блядь. Пиздайте, тварь, нахуй. Он даже не понимает, что сейчас к нему, блядь, идет.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
Все, пизда. У тебя повернется, охуеет, блядь.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a...
Да все, тебе хана.
Just try it, you old drunk.
А чё я-то? Хуй ты на меня тут сразу. Вот, Исей засаживает. Блять, да ты глянь, он прям на меня, сука, хули я тебе сделал-то, а? Отстань. Отстань от меня, блять, пацаны.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Так я ж только поел, ты чё мне наваливаешь-то? Так, надо было сразу только к нему идти, а то вот, получается, и его отпиздили, меня отпиздили. Короче, петухам твоим хана. Что можно продать? Короче, минус топор у тебя. Ладно, ты меня победил, забираешь, что хочешь, не думаю, что все закончено. Но мы явно с ним когда-нибудь еще встретимся. Мне очень больно на самом деле. Он меня по торсу напинал довольно сильно. Так, пусти меня. Игра. Что у меня тут в натуре нихуя нет? Это что такое? Сесть. Бляха-муха, что ж такое? Поесть из котелка. Давай, может, хпшки установим там, не? Ладно. Отомкнуть. Гвозди и молоток, нахуй. Все, блядь, ты нахуй не платишь, значит мы забираем это все. И хата теперь моя, понял? Так. Где мне здесь можно отхилиться, что ли, чутка? Вообще, хил здесь это... что? Купец. Мне, наверное, к купцу надо подойти и продать все это, да? Купить пиво, купить мешок. Подожди. Обои на мечах. Ступай к своей матери. И возьмите крестовину в замке. Нифига, мы прям под замком. То есть, ты глянь, как мы устроились-то, а? Мы прям за третьей стеной, блядь. За второй, точнее. Нехило мы так. Богато живем. Купец. Опять не понимаю, куда он смотрит. Он сюда смотрит? Ну вот, наверное, купец здесь вот, да? Типа вот. Я думал, суд. Дядька. Торговка, я понял. Давай с тобой поболтаем. Как насчет поторговать? Значит, смотри, я хочу продать тебе гвозди, молоток и топор. Это получается 6,5, да? Доспехи, пища, иное. 6,5. Но я не знаю, как это нормально, нет? Ну ладно, давай. Корзина. А что ты можешь мне продать? Вино, груши, дешевое вино. Тут такое что-то. Повязка. Ух ты, стёганая коричневая курточка. Так, ладно, наверное, все, да? Продать и на разделы вкладки закрыть. О вещах. Так, блять. Так, бля. А, вот, заключить. Торговаться, ну-ка. Может быть, ты мне сделаешь. А-та-та.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Я бы хотел... как торговаться? Торговаться можно, если вы хотите дешевле купить и дороже продать. Вы выбираете сумму, которую хотите заплатить или получить, и подтверждаете ее. Купец отвечает ваше предложение. Если он отказался, последует встречное предложение, и уже вы должны принять или отказаться. Закрыть. Хорошо. Так. Получить 6,5, да. А мне бы хотелось бы, знаешь, сколько? Хочу 7. 7,1. 7. Давай 7.
Satisfied?
Да?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
Давай 6,8 на 2 скидываю. Вот прям нормально. Ни тебе, ни мне. Ну, все,
that would do it.
Забирай. Так, все, деньги у меня, да? Да, нет, где деньги? 6,8. Все, погнали. Так, далее нам надо купить пиво, купить мешок угля и потренироваться на мечах. Я надеюсь, меня не убьют, нахуй, если я, блядь. Так, дядя, мне нужен уголь. Заверните мне мешок. Если там будет черный кот, я тебя позову друзей, блядь. Так, уголь. Мне надо 10, да, вроде как? Принять. Ты заплатишь 5? Ты шо, дядя? Ухуел? Ну-ка, давай-ка мы с тобой,
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Так, 5. Давай-ка ты, блядь, нет самое. Хотя бы, а то мне на пивас бати не хватит. Давай-ка вот 4. А давай посмотрим, что будет на туре. Ну-ка, 4.
Since it's you.
That's a poor
Думаешь? Ну смотри, ты и сам до 4 это самое скинул. Я хотел 4,5, то давай 4,4. Опаньки, а? Чё, да? А как я его, лох? Ха. Так, ладно. Так, ты ферстмастер. Ванек. Ваня. Если я начну у тебя учиться, ты меня не убьешь, а то у меня хп-то мало, блядь. А оно, кстати, я смотрю, проходит, да? Там слева. Посередине оно потихоньку отходит. Так. Ну, давай поучимся на мечах с тобой.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was
Я еще новых получил,
Except
блядь.
Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Not bad. Nice. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Nice. Good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good. Good. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Here. There. Satisfied? God be with you, Henry. Henry, I'm glad you stopped.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Just ale.
What else could I expect from a village lout? What will it be then, ragamuffin?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Oh, Lord Almighty! God save Henry.
Greetings, Henry.
God be with you.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me.
We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right? Henry, are you all right?
Henry, what are you waiting for? Bring those nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
What are you loitering around
Thanks.
here for?
So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there.
Sorry, girl,
Anyway,
it seems the
mustn't
lad's
keep you.
lost his
I'll be on
mind.
my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream. Go! They'll kill you all! Flee! To Talmberg! Go! They'll kill you all! Flee! Flee! To Talmberg!
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Help! Scarlet has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanno Hosunginen! They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Brought just over half yesterday. Sacre. That's not what we agreed. When you've got a moment, go and see him, and tell him to come here without delay. I want to have a word with him.
I'll do that, sir.
I'll knock the dust out of his apron, the scoundrel.
Dead. That lad from Skalitz. What in heaven's name happened there?
What?
I must have imagined it.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about...
What the hell?
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
What are you doing?
I feel quite hungry.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. I've never seen a raid before, and it was terrifying. The moaning of the wounded, death rattles, the terrible screams as swords passed through flesh. There was nothing but confusion, blood, and death.
It's very sad.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith. whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.